Hi Sagittarius, this is your Flirt-scope for October 2017, and what this is a reading intended for somebody that you've just met or you're crushing on, or somebody that you have just begun being sexually intimate with. This is to look at your compatibilities for sexual intimacy, look at who they are as a lover, who you are as a lover. Is there any compatibility? Are you guys going to even get together? If you are together, how can you get to know each other's bodies better? Things like that. So since I've been absent from YouTube for a while, I thought it would be fun to do these flirt scopes along with the general love and romance. So even though these are intended for relationships that are haven't even started, or relationships that have just begun, even if you're in a partnered up relationship for quite some time, you might find something in this reading that is relevant to you. So what I'm going to do is pull 3 cards representing your sexual energy and style. Okay, this has nothing to do with the person that you're thinking about. This is all about you, your energy, and your sexual style. So the first card I'm going to draw is from the Sexual Magic Tarot, and 2 cards just flew out as I was just getting ready to stop and draw them, so we will go with those. So you guys have the 4 of Pentacles. Right away tells me you are a very, very passionate lover, okay? And that's followed up with the 7 of Pentacles. So these paired together tell me that you are not only passionate, you're very generous, and you will do whatever it takes to please your partner. And I wouldn't say you shy away from all-nighters. You might prefer that, and you might even prefer a little bit of kinky wild sex, okay? But I'm definitely willing to go the extra mile to please your partner, okay? Very passionate lover. So I'm going to pull a Vintage Wisdom Oracle card to add to your sexual energy to get more information. Okay. So you guys have transitioned. So along with being an amazing lover already who is willing to do whatever it takes, in your relationships, you're willing to transform your sexual style and maybe even your preferences around your partner. Okay, that's not to mean like you're not satisfied or you're pretending. It's just you're willing to transform yourself to please your partner, and also in doing that find new ways in pleasing yourself in how your partner is asking for you to do things, or certain ways to be. You're always learning. You're definitely not stale. You're not gonna keep trying the same move on every person that you encounter. You learn your lover and their body and their energy, and you transform yourself into their perfect lover. Like you're willing to do that, okay? And here we have the 9 of Water. That's exactly the meaning of this card right here. Wow. Yes. I can say no more about you. You are an amazing lover, and you are always changing and transforming based on the relationship that you're in, and you're willing to do that. Not only that, physically you're a good lover, mentally you're a good lover, but emotionally it's not just about the body for you. There is an emotional aspect to your sex, okay? Even if this is just like a one-night stand person or whatever to you, it doesn't matter who the person is. You are the same lover every time. Amazing, okay? So what I'm going to do now is look at the person that you're involved with or wanting to be involved with. Let's look at their sexual energy and style. Okay, so they're showing up as the Six of Pentacles. So we have 4 and 7 of Pentacles for you, and here they are as the 6. So they're kind of in a different space than you are. The name of that card is actually Boredom, and it's talking about lovers of the past and lovers of the future. And so what this card is telling me is this person at this point in their life is kind of in a contemplation mode. They're thinking about the people they've been with in the past, and I don't think they've been really satisfied with the sexual encounters they've had in their life. And they're thinking about, you know, their wants, their needs, what would truly satisfy them, and they want that now today. So let's look at their Vintage Wisdom Oracle card. They're coming through as harmony. So with this card, I definitely feel as though a body, mind, and soul, or a body, soul, and heart connection is important for them in regards to sexual intimacy. That doesn't mean like they won't be intimate without those things being present, but for them to be at their best, they need to have a harmonious connection with their lover of the body, the heart, and the soul, or the body, the heart, and the mind, however you want to look at that. So I'm going to pull their Dreams of Gaia card. And wow, they have the 10 of Earth as their final card for their sexual energy. So with this card here, they might be a bit of a selfish lover, okay? It might be more about them, like them making sure they feel the proper connection, them sizing up their lover. Is this lover good or bad? It's all about me. I want to be pleased, you know. So for you, since you are the kind of lover that you are, you might be compatible with somebody like this, you know, if you totally get a kick out of their pleasure. But if you're not, if you're somebody that wants the same amount back that you give, this person may not be the best person for you, okay? So I'm going to look at your level of sexual attraction to them, and this just flew out. Here we have the 8 of Wands, which is a lot of pleasure. So you definitely do get a lot of gratification out of the thought of pleasing them sexually, or if you're already intimate with them, like you really enjoy pleasing them, even though they may not be as good at the lover as you. You're okay with that, I think. And maybe you've encountered that, you know, most of your life. Your sexual life is, you know, you just really look like this amazing, phenomenal lover that is willing to learn every inch of your partner's body and do what it takes to please them and take them to another planet of pleasure. And that's like what brings you pleasure, okay? And this person, it seems like pleasing them is just working for you. Now, interesting, here they are showing as the 8 of Pentacles. So their sexual attraction towards you is a bit different than yours towards them, okay? I don't know. You're the fourth reading I've done like this, and you're the first one where I kind of feel like whoever you're dealing with or crushing on or just started dating, I just feel like they're a very selfish lover. And when it comes to you, this is like indifference, okay? So even though you're this great lover and you're putting in all this effort, it's like they're like, meh, I don't know, you could do better. So let's look at the past, present, and future of your guys' sexual energy and see if you're even compatible. And look at, as I say that, these are the cards that flew out. This right here, Three of Swords. What this is talking about is a relationship that is not compatible, that is emotionally unfulfilling. And I think this is on your behalf. I just feel like this person just takes, okay? They just take. It's honestly, it might even be like relationships or who they become sexually intimate with is more about resources, like the resources that you have. And maybe that's why their sexuality, their level of interest in you is kind of a meh interest, because maybe they just want what you have, and you need to realize that what's really going on here. You're putting in all this work and effort for nothing, really, because it's not the sex they're after. Even if you're the best lover in the world, it's your resources, it's what you have. And here in the present, I don't know, I feel like you're very attracted to this person, and it's like you've got to have them no matter what. Like you don't care. You might already know they're selfish or superficial or whatever, but it's like you're just so attracted to them, like physically. Like it's like I've got to have you. And then here we are in the future, and this is goes right along with this card. It's things just don't feel quite right, okay? It's not to say that you and this person can't be together or that you guys won't be together. It just looks like you guys are dealing with some heavier energies, and for you, it just looks like you're really strongly attracted to them, and they're just more after what you have. So they could just be physically attracted to you, and they don't want to offer anything more. It could just be sexual, or they could just be after your resources or money or connections. So I'm going to pull you an advice card from the Whispers of Love Tarot to kind of gauge, what you should do here. Because I just feel like no matter what, you're just going to pursue this person. As I say that, love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So I feel like no matter what I say, if this is resonating with you, like that's kind of the stance that you're taking. You just really hope, if you continue to put in the time and effort, that this person is going to come around and, be on the same level as you, okay? So now I'm going to pull 3 different cards of a multiple choice for you to give you further advice for your specific situation or answer a question you may have. Since this doesn't, whoever you're interested in or just started dating, I don't know. I think there could be somebody better for you than what's coming through in this reading, if this is resonating with you, okay? But, with that love endures, maybe you guys will get through this and you'll break them down with all your fantastic magical bedroom skills, okay? So only pick one of these 3 cards, okay? So here is card 1, here is card 2, and here is card 3. So decide which of those you feel most drawn to. As I said, that's further advice or answer to your question specifically for you, okay? If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and start. So If you chose card 1, your answer, your advice is love yourself first. So just what I was saying, this person probably isn't into you for the right reasons, and no matter what you do, you're just not going to be enough. Like, they just don't feel that mind, body, and heart connection with you. It's more about what you have, or maybe you are just a really good lover and they like that you get them off, okay? So this right here is saying, you know what? You deserve better than this. You can do better than this, and you need to love yourself first over this person. Love yourself more, okay? So if you were drawn to card 2, we have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So your advice and answer is quite different than card 1. This here, I feel like this kind of goes 2 ways. For some of you, it goes back to that love endures. I think you are going to get into the heart of this person eventually, okay? Or this is just your plan, and this is what you believe, and you believe this is the person for you, and you're going to pursue them no matter what until they outright tell you, look, I'm not interested, go away, okay? So if you were attracted to this card, your advice is, and your answer is to keep doing what you're doing, because no matter what, that's what you're going to do anyways. So, you know, this definitely, it could work out. Now, if you were attracted to card 3, we have calling in your soulmate. So what this card is telling me is this person here is not who you are supposed to be with, okay? This is just an experience along your way of actually meeting somebody that is much more suited to you, okay? And I feel like this experience is helping you better define what your ideal partner would be. Like, maybe you always thought you would want a person like this, but now that you're encountering them, you're realizing how incompatible you really are with somebody with these particular attributes or physical characteristics or whatever it is that, you know, has really drawn you into them. And it's preparing you for what is coming, which is something that is much more aligned with your soul, okay? So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the Flirt-scope. I'm sorry, I wanted this to be way more fun, but the cards don't lie, and if this was resonating with you, obviously this is the message that you did need to hear in case you do need to let go and move on. But for some of you, like I said, you're going to pursue this no matter what. So whatever the situation may be, I hope that you all have a very fun and fabulous month. Take care.